Today we are making Funfetti cupcakes by special request of my kiddo. He is actually filming this part all by himself, my little chef in training. He specifically requested Funfetti cupcake mix that he wanted to make all by himself. We have our cupcake pan and special gold cupcake liners, butter, and farm fresh eggs. Let's get started. The first step is we'll preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And then my little junior chef is arranging the cupcake liners in the cupcake tin. And a little trick that I personally like to use is if the recipe calls for a dozen cupcakes, I will only put in 10 liners because I find that leaves a little space in the front where I can hold the tin better when I'm putting it in and out of the oven. But of course, if you are baking these for a party and you need a dozen, you will make a dozen. My kiddo decided here that the best way to prepare the butter is that he first had to tenderize it with a knife, which of course makes perfect sense. So he's going to town on that butter. He has watched me bake so many times, he knows how to tear out the scale. The recipe calls for half a cup of oil, but we are substituting for half a cup of butter, which is approximately 115 grams. In this particular cooking process, you can see there the lines from the knife, a little more tenderizing, of course. It really is so much fun cooking with kids. And I find that the best thing to do is to strike a balance between not wasting food, but also giving them time to work on their pace. So I did cut some of the scenes, just like I do with my baking, because we don't have to show every single little part, and I help him a little bit. There we go, 115 grams. And he's going to pick out 3 eggs. And for farm fresh eggs, of course, we wash them right before we crack them open. And this sequence I actually left completely unedited because this was his first time cracking eggs on his own. He's been asking to help with baking and he's been asking to crack the eggs open, but every time we get to the eggs part, he always gets a little nervous and he's not sure he wants to do it. He doesn't want to mess anything up or he gets distracted with his games. But I think today, because we are celebrating with this video, he was feeling brave and I am just so proud of him. So I just let him take his time and I laid out paper towels so that if there were any drips or spills, everything would be contained. And I did check afterwards to make sure, once everything was done, that we didn't have little bits of eggshell in the bottom of the bowl. And this was a testament to the chickens who laid these eggs because no little bits of eggshell got into the bowl. And the reason why we are specifically making this video today is because we are marking a milestone with our little YouTube channel. My kiddo and I wanted to celebrate our first 1,000 views because this was really exciting. This is just a project that he and I can do together, making this channel. And again, as a parent and child combo, I'm learning too. And I feel like it's so important to include your kids and let them learn at their own pace and encourage them, but also to respect their boundaries. And if a child doesn't want to film one day or doesn't want to be on camera, that is completely and totally fine. So we have a deal where I do encourage him to help me or to taste test, or every once in a while he'll want to take the camera and film by himself, and I 100% encourage that But if there's days where he doesn't want to be on camera, that is totally fine. And he is doing so well with these eggs. I'm so proud of him. He really was just super focused and he did his absolute best. And he wanted to celebrate our first 1,000 views by making Funfetti cupcakes. And as of today, when I'm editing this video, we just passed 1,600. So we want to thank you guys so much for helping support this channel with views and likes and comments. We love making this content. So once those eggs are cracked in the bowl, you'll stir them up, add the melted butter, stir them both together. And of course, if you see a little remnants left in the bowls, I always, in between takes, I'll take a little spatula and I'll even everything out. And same thing here, perfect example, let the kids go at their own pace. The boxes don't have to be opened perfectly. As long as we can read the instructions, it's fine. Let your kids help, let your kids learn at their own pace. It's wonderful, they really enjoy it. You'll add that mix in. And we do a lot of baking from scratch, but every once in a while, or even more than every once in a while, if you want to cook with a box mix, there's no shame in that. It's all about just having fun and enjoying the process, and don't stress yourself out too much, just have fun with it. Here we are spooning the batter into the cupcake liners, and my kiddo actually filmed this scene by himself, which I thought was really cute that he wanted to be involved at his ability. And you'll go ahead and bake those cupcakes for approximately 20 minutes until the tops are springy and a toothpick comes out clean. I actually slightly overbaked mine by about 5 minutes because sometimes life happens and sometimes I snooze the alarm, but it's okay. Look at those fun sprinkles. Look at all those fun colors. We are celebrating our channel. My kiddo actually specifically requested a trick candle, so don't worry, I wasn't pranking him. He asked for one of these because they are just so much fun. Thank you so much for watching, and Mazal Tov.